You know what? Kelly F is calling in right now. She might have been on the set for that. Hey, Kelly, hello?
Hi, I'm here.
Kelly, I'll be right there.
Thanks,
Do
Garrett.
you have video?
I do.
I don't know what's going on with it. There it is.
Sorry.
Were you there? What's that?
Oh, I was going to say I just downloaded the new Skype, so things are different.
Oh, okay. Were you there when they filmed Babel in your area?
No. Where was it filmed?
It was filmed in Japan, so that's your town.
My town.
And the girl was she was trying to get attention.
Oh, well, I get plenty of that being a foreigner.
Yeah, so you don't have to resort to her methods.
That's right.
Okay, good. My parents can watch the podcast then. Garrett's got a question, yeah?
Hold on. I'll have to get back to the merch later. You people who are waiting on merch are going to have to wait because I have a question. I'll get back to it later.
Okay.
Kelly.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's not your fault. Hey, I wanted to ask you if you ever get any, not flack, but do you ever notice it being treated differently because you have tattoos at living in Japan?
They don't know I have tattoos.
Oh, because your chest is always covered.
Yeah, I have a really big
Oh, I didn't know
chest
that.
piece.
Oh, I
yeah.
did. It's drawn in on her when she's there, Lady Justice.
Yeah, I didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah.
I did not realize that.
What is that the character
Yeah.
you were in the painting you made for us?
I think it was Athena.
Athena,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm thinking of, what's I'm thinking of Lady Justice with the blindfold on and she's holding the scales.
I like
You were
that.
kind
I
of,
like
you were
Daft
in,
Punk better
you were in
than
kind of a
Justice.
pose. You like
I like
Daft
Daft
Punk?
Punk better than Justice.
Well, no, because I kind of got like weird looks for having tattoos. Like I would hear people on the subways and well, I think I just got weird looks in general.
But you're also
yeah.
6 foot something.
But I would get, I would see people specifically like looking at my tattoos on my legs and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and then even bumping people and saying, "Oh, tattoo!" Like I would hear the word and stuff.
Yeah.
And like someone stopped me in a theme park and was like asking me about my tattoos, and it's becoming more common, but it's still not that common, and it's very affiliated with like the Yakuza.
Yakuza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so much so that I've heard I listened to the Joe Rogan podcast. He went over there not too long ago, and he was in his hotel, and he went down to the gym just to go work out, and they stopped him on his way into the gymnasium, like, sir, we are very sorry. Here, and they provided him a shirt because he has full sleeves of tattoos, and they were like, we are very sorry, but you must wear this. And they gave him a shirt.
Really?
You can't show your tattoos in the gym in there.
Really?
It was like the hotel was like, I can't have that.
Whoa.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
That they gave him a shirt to wear to cover up his tattoos.
Yeah.
They'll actually kick people out of onsens and things like that for having tattoos, and water parks and things.
Wow.
If you have visible tattoos, yeah, because they don't want people to think that the business is associated with crime and things like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I just went, when we were like, bumming around Fuji Q Highland and everything, it was like, I should have probably, out of respect, just covered up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I never would have thought about that.
I mean, obviously, I'm a gaijin.
There's lots of retrospect stuff when it comes to going to Japan. The one time I was kicked out of a building in Japan was me and Dan Paladin were like, let's go get our photo taken at one of those booths.
Oh, yeah.
Like Kurikura?
Where you can draw on it and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we had one of those next to our hotel in Chiba. We were near Makuhari, the convention center. We were right next to that in Chiba or wherever, and Makuhari. We were right next to it, and we had a machine right there, and we got photos in it like every single day. It was so funny. And it's such a quiet little area that
like
no one said
town.
anything. Yeah. So later when we're in like Akiba, or where were we, in Shinjuku maybe? I think we were in Shinjuku. There was a whole floor of them in some building. We were like, oh, let's go there.
Oh.
And we
Girls
did
only?
that. What's that?
Girls only?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're in there, we're in a booth taking pictures, and this girl comes in. Oh, no, get out. She's like shooing us out. And we're like, what? We want to get our picture taken. We want to get a thing. No. And they kicked us out, and we're like, what? And we're outside the door. We're pissed off at this point. Like, what was the big deal? Hey, Dan. Yeah. Look. There's, a lot of Japanese, there's Japanese writing that a lot of which I can't really understand, but there's symbols, and it's two girls with a heart around it, two boys with an X over it, a camera or video camera or whatever with the X over it. I have the iPhone running.
Yeah,
I'm like, and then under that, there's like food with an X over it. I'm like licking an ice cream cone. I broke every rule on the wall without even. It's like, oh, Dan, we're shitheads.
Yeah. You feel bad,
because
right?
he was too. He's got like a drumstick. What? Oh. Okay.
That's can you go in there with?
But listen, Kelly. But here's the problem. I wanted ice cream every time I was there. In Japan, I just want ice cream all the time.
Good.
Because everywhere I go, it's like, it's 100 yen at McDonald's. Why not?
I got the sesame ice cream. It was black.
Because I'm not used to the humidity probably a little bit, and they had some weird flavor somewhere. When I went to the Studio Ghibli Museum, they had what was it? It was like Robitussin or something. It wasn't that. It wasn't that, but it was some name. It was Kernin. Does that? Do you know? Is there any? I don't even know what to ask. It was red.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It wasn't strawberry or anything like that.
Black. I mean, it was black ice cream.
Sesame seed.
And it was sesame. Yeah, I filmed that video.
Yeah. So I always want ice cream there, and I probably look like the biggest pig.
Yeah.
But
now, can you go in there if it's a boy and a girl, like a couple, to take photos?
Yeah, normally if you have like a girl
that was
with
okay.
you.
It was boy and girl was okay.
But why? Why girl's okay, but not boy?
Because there are a lot of perverted old men in Japan.
Oh.
And they don't want.
But boy girl is still okay. So an old man could sneak into a little girl's booth. Yeah. It's okay. That doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up. Move back.
No, you have to like bring the person in with you because I made when my parents came to visit, I made my dad like take Purikura with us. He was so embarrassed, but it was like an all girls place in Harajuku.
From now on, I'm only going to do it at GameWorks in Seattle.
Yeah, that's where they let all.
Because they don't kick me out there, and I eat fucking hot dogs in there. I'm with two dudes and a girl.
I got all those stickers when we went there with the Elliots.
Yeah, went in there. I was eating like pretzels, and it was good. And nobody complained.
No,
I'll never travel again. Ever.
Well, shit.
I'm done with it.
No, but I do have a question for you guys.
Okay, yeah, we never.
I have a couple.
Okay.
Let's see. So last time I called, you guys were talking about comics, and I recommended From Hell to Eric. Did he ever buy that? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think he's had time.
He's been
freaking
in the middle of all kinds of stuff.
Ginormous book.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard
the
that
other
was
one.
good. I've heard that was a good graphic novel.
Maybe if you can read all. It's like so long.
Yeah.
But
he's got time.
Then Rocco, you had mentioned Alcatraz, and I started watching that, and I got through about half of the first season, and it's really good.
Oh, it is really? I haven't seen like any of it. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said about it, but I haven't watched it.
You mentioned that it was going to start airing, and that it was like a new J.J. Abrams thing. So
but you know what's interesting though about it is like he started it, and I think he produced the pilot and like another episode, and then I think that whole team bailed. I don't think anyone's working on it anymore. So, not to say that it's bad, but
it's really interesting because the music sounds almost exactly the same as Lost, and so you know when like a bad moment is happening because they have the exact same Lost tension music.
Yeah.
So it's really kind of strange like that, but I like it.
Michael Giacchino did the music again for like the pilot and maybe one other thing, but that was it. So whoever's doing it now is doing a good job of plagiarizing. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Well, it sounds exactly the same, so yeah, I'd say plagiarizing.
I think they did. Oh no, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I know who's composing the music to that. I just made fun of him. That wasn't very smart. I really do know this guy. I know, because he did the music for Fringe as well. Because Michael
I
Giacchino
haven't
started
watched
with that and moved on too. So I shouldn't have made fun of him.
Yeah, I haven't watched Fringe, but a lot of people I know talk about it.
Yeah, me too.
And
I insulted a friend of mine right now, and I'm very sorry.
I've been listening to this British band called Kasabian. Have you guys ever heard of them?
I've heard of him, yeah.
No.
I have.
Kevin's no.
He's uncultured.
Have you listened to them at all?
No, not a single bit. You know what? I think I've seen them live. They were at some event I was at, but I wasn't paying attention. I was like, where's the Slurpees? I don't know.
Some of their songs sound a lot like the Beatles.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So,
you know what?
yeah,
I've
you may
heard
like
that.
them.
I probably would, yeah, and I think I even dug them when I was there, but like it was at some event and I was doing something else. You know what? I think it was at Street Scene in San Diego, and I think it was around the time like Sean's sister Krista was like throwing up or something. Like I'm really not kidding. Like she was like sick, and we were like taking her somewhere or something. And I was like, oh, who are these guys? Oh, okay, cool. Because I know I walked by them, and I walked by like Spoon or something, and that was it.
My favorite band.
Garrett's favorite band is Spoon. What's your favorite Spoon song?
I don't know.
I like Love and Spoonful. Is that a song? I don't know.
Okay, and last question.
Spoon Man,
I know.
that's mine. Anyway, what?
I know. Sorry.
No.
I know you guys have talked about how you pretty much went from high school into Mega64, and you did some college, but
Well, college was still going on throughout. We started Mega 64 in 2003, late 2002, early 2003, and that was right after we finished high school. But school still continued. I mean, I was still in school, and I haven't gone in basically the past couple of years, but I was still doing it in like 2007 or 8. So school was still going on through most of Mega 64, I think.
have you worked like any other jobs outside of doing Mega64 stuff?
In the beginning, the guys were able to quit and do Mega 64 full time in like 2007 or so. And that was cool that happened. I worked a job until from 2002 or so to about sometime in 2004 or 5. I quit to do Mega 64 just full time on my own. I was making so little where I was working, and they were asking me to do so much more and more and more that I realized that I would maybe make about the same, maybe a little less if I just stayed home and, because we were making money off Mega 64. It just wasn't enough to really do a full-time job. But, I mean, I was living at home, and I didn't have a lot of expenses or anything like that. So I just thought, if I just handle this full-time, I'll probably be okay for right now. But I was pretty busy because I did everything myself. I was shipping out the merchandise by myself.
Out of your room.
Yeah, because the other guys, still had full-time jobs. So I was doing merchandise out of my room. I'd do that one day. I'd work on the website. And that was back when editing the damn website would take a full day. I'm hearing like an echo of myself.
It might be on my end.
Oh, I don't know. No, it sounded like it was here. But anyway, so that was happening. So it was actually very busy, but it was something that I wanted to do versus stocking shelves, or something. So anyway.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. I mean, do you think it's worth like working a crappy job versus, I don't know, because I'm kind of at that point where I'm kind of debating whether, not saying my job is crappy, it's just not what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the question? I'm confused.
This is like a personal question, but do you think it's kind of worth like working a crappy job to like do what you have to do to get by first, or just like go for it? And
well, I mean, we were only able to make it happen like as a full-time job after a lot of work, whatever. As long as I had something I was really invested in doing, which was Mega 64, then my part-time job was whatever, And I would make use of the time. If I had dead space, I'd think about if I had, time where nothing was happening, I'd think about, okay, what are we going to do for a skit? Here's an idea. Here's an idea. I'd jot them down. I'd make use of the time, and I'd keep my mind focused on that, and I just do what I had to do. I never made my job suffer. I never, half-assed anything because whatever. I did the best I could so that I could get, make that paper and then and then I would feel better about doing Mega64.
Yeah.
But no, I had to slog through a lot of stuff. I think we all did. Do what you got to do for now, and then you'll know when it's right. Do it when it's right. Don't.
Take me for example.
Yeah, Garrett is still working very hard at his full-time job. He doesn't work here full-time, but then he comes here and look how late he's working. But we're hoping that at some point soon, maybe we can make that work.
It's Kelly.
Yes.
It really, at the end of the day, I can seriously sit down exhausted, but it feels awesome.
Yeah, it's knowing that you went beyond the beyond. You went beyond your limit, and you worked that hard. You feel better about it. If you half-ass a part-time job and just whatever, because I'm going to go work on my thing, then I don't know. I feel like I feel like if you're what you give, you get back. So try your best right now, and you'll know with the time everything will align where it's like, okay, I can move on to this thing now, and it's going to be better. You'll know when that is, though. But don't get cocky and just think. I
think I'd ever be cocky.
I don't want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because right now, personally, I'm kind of working 2 jobs. I go to teach English, and then I come back home and I do art every day until 10 o'clock at night, and then.
Oh my God! So you
whatever.
Are you doing? What are you doing art for exactly?
Well, I do my own personal stuff, and then I take commissions from people from back in when I was living in Houston and stuff like that.
Okay. So that's okay. I wasn't sure if that was just your personal project or if that was your other. Okay.
It's kind of both, but mostly
personal
it's stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. I think. But are you saying you would rather just do your art full time? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. Well, like I said, I feel like you'll have a better moment of clarity. I feel like if you're asking right now, is it okay? I don't know. Maybe it's not quite time yet. See where you are, I know it seems whatever, but see where you are a year from now. I know that seems far off, but see how you feel. Give yourself an amount of time and see how you feel by that time. Am I, what's going on? Am I, just kind of gauge it from there. I don't know. That seems
it makes sense.
To me. I don't know. Wait for more clues. Look for clues. What?
Serious question. Sorry.
No, that's fine. But look for more clues in your life. You'll start to accumulate things. Because that's what happened to me. Is things started. It wasn't we put out a DVD. I'm quitting my job. Yeah, I'm done. I didn't put that much confidence in it. Well, you have to be confident, but I didn't think my thing is so great. I'm above this job now. No, it came out and I'm like, that's a cool thing to have in my pocket. I got a DVD out. Cool. Okay. Maybe someday I could quit. We'll see. I don't know. And then, another thing happened where, okay, we're kind of doing commercial work, and it's like, oh, this is cool. And then we did all this other things, and then finally more and more things happen where it's kind of like, I've got people asking me, so this is your full-time job, right? And that's when, it started to all kind of pile up where it's like, why isn't this my full-time job? And then it was starting to hit me. I bet I could swing that if I did this or that. It was like I just had to let little clues in life clue me in to where maybe it's okay if you try this. But it wasn't just, yeah, you know what, I don't need, Blockbuster, you suck, I'm better. It wasn't like that. It was just, I had to let it kind of this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing. Okay. And I think you'll have that happen. I think, you'll get to a point maybe where it's like, wow, I'm doing art for this now? Someone asked me to do the art for this? I think maybe I could do, whatever. Let it align. I think you'll feel it align.
Okay.
It's like Invisalign that they put on your teeth. You know when it's done because it doesn't hurt anymore. Because your teeth look good as shit.
Yeah.
Wait till your teeth look good as shit. Your teeth look fine. That's not what we're talking about here. Teeth look good. Did you ever have braces as a kid?
No. I wanted braces as a
No,
kid
come on.
for some odd
I hate
reason.
people like you. Can I say that? I've said this before, but I had braces for 6 years.
No, because my bottom teeth are like all fucked up.
They are? I don't know.
Yeah.
They look fine. But
You got them off, no one noticed.
mine were all screwed up, and
We gotta take these off.
what?
We are sold out of these items.
Oh,
Breaking news, Kelly. Breaking news. We are now
I
sold
think
out.
some ladies are totally gone then. I think that's it. Isn't that all we have?
Maybe.
I think that's it.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's all that's listed anymore.
I think it is, yeah.
Okay.
Sup, ladies?
Sup, ladies is officially goodbye, ladies.
Goodbye, ladies.
That shirt
Oh,
is
no more
gone.
Marcus
You're the
shirts.
only lady.
And VG fact checkers are going too, but not all the way.
It's not all the way yet.
Anyway, but yeah, I had them for 6 years, and then when I got them off, I showed all my friends, and they were like, "You had braces?" And I was so mad.
They never even noticed.
They were like, you don't show your teeth." 6 years. You don't show your teeth. You never smile.
Both of my sisters had braces for about that long, and I got off scot-free.
Jesus.
I'm gonna put
They're
this back
really
in that
painful,
pipe.
right?
Yeah, it
Titans,
sucked.
right?
The whole thing sucked. Food sucked. Everything sucked. And then they were like, "Aren't you happy you have straight teeth?" And I was like, "Dude, it wasn't worth it." I seriously would have just kept crooked teeth if I knew I was in for that experience. Because they were like, "Oh yeah, 2 years," and it was 6.
Oh,
If I knew that was going to happen, I would have fucking just.
Yeah, but
done
it's
it.
worth. You know, you're good. You're okay now.
And but here's here's the postscript to this. I think I've told the story already, but one of the big reasons that I had braces, my teeth were crooked in general, but also
I had fucked up teeth.
yeah, I mean,
I had like multiple rows in the bottom.
oh god. Well,
a shark.
Yeah.
well,
Why'd you fix that?
my bottom jaw was way over my top jaw, and they wanted it. They wanted the top jaw to be over, so I could bite. I couldn't bite down. It was a big gap in between my teeth. So
Really?
they were like, "We want to align your teeth," and so we did that. And then, like, my teeth were straight, everything looked good. And then within a year, my teeth never stopped moving and growing and all that stuff. Within a year, it went away. Like I trained my teeth again. After the 6 years of braces, I
You
was like,
can't bite down now?
"You could." There's still kind of a
Oh
gap.
shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. They were perfect when the braces
Yeah.
came off, and then it went kind of
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
My teeth were still moving.
My
And so I
lowest-
talked to the orthodontist. I'm like, "What happened? Maybe we should put braces back on."
Fuck off.
What? Well, here's a retainer. I mean, you'll definitely have to wear this the rest of your life,
Fuck.
but maybe we need to put braces on too. And I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, we're getting near a decade. Like,
Yeah.
no. So I left that office saying nothing. I didn't say anything. I was just like, oh. And you know what happened? Later that week, my orthodontist hit his head so hard he died.
I heard about this. Was this a guy?
I told that before.
Yeah. Is this a guy in Rancho?
So we dropped it. I never. What?
Is this a guy in Rancho?
He might have been.
I think it's Janet's dentist too.
Really?
I think yeah.
Orthodontist. Yeah.
And he died, and it was like a big thing.
Yeah.
Ask her. She's on her way here. You can
I've-
ask her about her dead dentist.
Well, so I've already told that whatever, but yeah, I never went back and I threw that retainer away. Piss on that.
Do you remember that news story a couple years ago where there was a woman who ran over her husband like 46 times and then she said it was an accident?
Yes.
That was my
about
friend's
that. What did you say? That was you?
No, that was
My friend's orthodontist.
Oh! Yeesh.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about those stupid braces
Yeah,
anymore.
put it on.
Anyway, thanks for answering my call.
Yeah, no problem. I think the moral of the story is try your best, work the jobs you have to, but don't be an orthodontist. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.